Deep in Northern California's ancient redwoods lays a vanished town, its voice silenced and its stories at the mercy of roots and rot. This is Falk, where the forest didn't just reclaim a town, but devoured it. Founded in 1884 by Noah and Elisha Falk, under the Timber and Stone Act, Falk was carved from the forest for redwood gold. Home to around 400 souls, immigrants from all over the world, such as Scandinavia, Ireland, and more. It was a self contained mill town featuring a cookhouse, a school, even a dance hall, and even rails leading to markets. But in remote towns like this, every day just seemed borrowed. What would happen when the resources ran out? Throughout the town, women tended gardens and preserved foods through harsh winters. It wasn't easy, and ovens glowed in cookhouses, churns hummed in kitchens, and not just for sustenance, but as a taste of home during long winters. Children's laughter echoed under the redwood canopy as dusk settled, music beckoned. On Saturday nights, an orchestra from just a town over would play in the dance hall, turning dusty wooden floors into places of light and laughter. Children twirled, couples swayed, and for a time the harsh world beyond the trees just felt distant. Moments of life sustained amid sawdust and shadow. But in all of Falk's fleeting glory, people just found so much joy, and these tiny sparks were just glimpses of happiness before darkness. In 1937, the mill at Falk fell silent, a victim of the Great Depression. It wasn't just business that ended, it was life. Families traded frontier isolation for dwindling lifelines, and a scattering time that held on very, very strong going into the 1940s. But by the 1950s, Falk had slipped into obscurity, abandoned yet still full of reminders. Dishes were still stacked in cupboards, and personal belongings were just frozen in time. In the decades that followed, nature crept slowly inwards on the location. Broken boards rotted under moss, vines wriggled through seams, and lonely bathtubs stood like a grave. Its owner now long gone, and its story officially buried in soil. But as the soil may rest, new life came along to carry the memory of the beloved town. While Falk emptied out the rest of his life there, one couple refused to let its history die. Charlie and Loletta Webb stayed as caretakers, a human tether to a disappearing past. Charlie, ever so vigilant, patrolled the crumbling town in the fading light, known to chase off looters and wandering teenagers with a shotgun loaded with rock salt. The forest silence, disturbed only by the sound of his shotgun. But even the protectors need rest, and after Charlie passed away in 1970, there was no one left to safeguard Falk. The landowner, concerned about the unchecked trespassing and the deteriorating structures, gave the final order in 1979, and nearly every building was burned and bulldozed, extinguishing both the life and physical memory that was carried. Only the Webb's cottage, an old roundhouse, remained, silent, empty, and more haunting without the people who once inhabited them. But obviously, as the flames died and the forest began to whisper, it wasn't done with Falk just yet. Some say Charlie never even left. Locals say that if you wander here after dark, you might just find Charlie's ghost, shotgun in hand, still patrolling the ruins to wand off intruders. Guards beyond the grave, not a ghost story, but a warning carved by memory into the forest floor. Even as hemmed in by ferns and fur, Falk refused to vanish. Trail surfers discovered doll heads, shards of bottles, foundation pipes, trees planted by long-gone residents. These relics now rest in the Headwaters Education Center, and these mute witnesses to what Falk's humanity once was. It wasn't until 1999 that the site entered the Headwaters Forest Reserve, and after years of studies led by Cal Poly and the BLM, Falk was officially added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2023, ensuring its quiet story is remembered. Now, just keeping in mind, Falk isn't just ruins beneath redwoods, it's a pulse of the past seeping through moss and memory, and if you stand still long enough amid a root and relic, you might just hear it whisper back.